Amazfit newest wearables were just released. And right here we have the Amazfit GTS 4 smartwatch. This one is amazing. It has over 150 different sport modes, probably one of the best built-in GPS, and you have customizable watch faces, and you have different awesome display modes. Now, just so you don't get confused, the GTS 4 and the Amazfit GTR 4 are basically the same smartwatches with the same features. The S in GTS stands for square, since we have a square watch, and the R in GTR stands for round, since this one is a round watch. So those are basically the only differences between these two watches. Now, as for point number one, let's talk a little bit about the customizable watch faces. This watch has plenty of watch faces that you get by default, and even more that you can download from the App Store. Right here we can look for animated watch faces that have a little motion to them, like this space rocket watch face or the Let's Fight one. But you will also find lots of other standard themes like classic ones, freestyle, multiple data, workout and health, and you get custom background. If you choose one of them, you can either take a photo with your smartphone camera, or you can select a picture from your gallery and use this one as a background. And then afterwards, you can do a lot of customization on your watch, and you can change all the metrics that are displayed. So I can change my steps into my heart rate or into something else like your pi or burn calories, just to name a few of your options. And then on top of all of that, you get different always on display watch faces. If you go to the settings and look for display, we can click on always on, and you can either follow the style of your current watch faces or choose another one from the 5 available options. Now, the battery life of this watch is actually very good. Now you get like 4 days on heavy usage and 16 days of battery life if you're having the power saving mode enabled. But that all changes depending on what 4 features you have running in the background, like the AOD mode will kill your battery life. But there are also a few tricks that you can actually do to get a little bit more of your battery life and still use all of those features. For example, the built-in GPS. There are basically 4 different GPS settings. You have the accuracy mode that uses up the most power, a balance, a power saving, and a custom mode. So depending on which one you choose, you will have more or less from your watch. Also, for another example, the AOD mode. You can actually schedule this one so it's only enabled during a certain time span and is toggled off during the night, so you can save a little bit of your battery life. Now, talking about the built-in GPS and all of the workouts. Now, as I already told you, you have like 150 different sport modes on this watch. You get stuff like an outdoor cycling, swimming, golf, strength training, but also different workout categories to find certain activities a little bit faster. Now, before starting a workout like running, you can set different things like an auto pause, goals and alerts, but you can also create an interval training on which you can set the training time, rest time, and how often it should loop. One thing that I just have to mention is that the watch takes a minute or two until it finds a GPS signal. But after that, it works very good. Right here I have the map of my last tracked bike tour, and this thing was about spot on basically everywhere I've been. It does stop if I have the auto pause enabled, but it doesn't matter if I'm in the city or in open space. It is always very, very good. Plus, the heart rate is just about as good as the Galaxy Watch 5, and we all know that one is very good. Alright, let's talk about the specs and the navigation. And you basically have 2 ways of navigating on this watch. You can either use the swipe motion to get to the next tile, or you can use the one physical button on the side of the watch, which is actually rotatable. So you can scroll through your messages and your workouts by rotating this button. And by the way, this button is also customizable. Right now, if I long press it, it opens up my Alexa voice assistant, but I can switch that up to any of my apps on the watch. Now, as for some specs, this watch has a 1.75-inch AMOLED touch display with a resolution of 390 by 450 pixel. This watch has an aluminum case and a 20mm fluoroelastomer strap. This one also weighs in at 27 grams. It is water resistant up to 5 ATM, and you can get this watch in 4 different colors. You can get it in black, in white, in brown, and in rose. And over here in Germany, you will get this watch for around 229 euros, depending on where you buy it. Alright, one of my favorite features on this watch is the Alexa voice assistant. Once you connected your Amazon account over in the Zap app to your Zap app, you can actually make full use of this feature. so you can start timers, workouts, or just ask how the weather is today. Also, this watch has an own app store. Now, it is nowhere close to the Apple or Google Play Store, but right here you will find a small selection of apps that you can install on your device. Okay, one of the main features of every smartwatch are the health features. Now, this bad boy right here tracks your heart rate, your stress level, and your SpO2 level 24/7. Plus, you have a sleep tracker that tracks the normal sleep duration, your different sleep cycles, but also your breathing quality and respiration rate. One of the signature features of all Amazfit watches is the one-tap measurement. Now, just like the name says, you only have to tap your watch once to get all of your health stats, and that includes your heart rate, your SpO2 level, breathing rate, and your stress level. Okay, I got 3 more cool features for you guys. And first up, I've got the offline music. Yes, you heard me right. You have offline music on this watch. Now, it's not like with the Samsung or Apple or Fossil watches, since you cannot download Spotify, Amazon Music, or YouTube Music. You will have to have music files on your smartphone, and then you can transfer them over to your watch. So it's a little bit more difficult, but it does work. Next are the notifications. So you can receive SMS, WhatsApp, Instagram, missed calls, or emails, but you cannot reply to any of them. And as well as this watch has a built-in mic and speaker, so you can actually receive and decline incoming calls right on your watch and talk to your friends from over there. And guys, that's already it for today. So make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel right quick, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.